consumers value high fuel efficiency, and manufacturers seek financial efficiency through cost-cutting measures. While maintaining quality standards is critical, there are innovative ways to reduce costs while still delivering acceptable quality. Brands require a diverse engine portfolio to meet the varying needs and preferences of consumers, but producing multiple engines may not be the most efficient approach. There have been numerous attempts to convert a V8 into a V6 and vice versa. Jaguar has come up with a solution that could be seen as either ingenious or lackadaisical. The verdict is up to your interpretation. Like other car manufacturers, Jaguar once relied on a straight 6 engine as its entry-level option, providing adequate power, smooth performance, and an appealing exhaust note. However, like many companies, Jaguar eventually transitioned to a V6 design, which was more compact, but not as refined as the straight 6 engine. It could be easily integrated into a broader range of vehicles, including front-wheel drive models. Ford Duratec V6 served this purpose and was initially developed by Porsche, then refined by Cosworth for use by Ford Motor Company. The Duratec engine was used for over a decade and ranged in size from 2.1 to 3 liters, appearing in models from Ford, Mazda, and Jaguar. However, in the early 2010s, Jaguar began searching for a replacement. The Duratec engine was discontinued in 2011 and replaced in 2012. This new V6 was not a clean sheet design, nor was it a purchased engine. Instead, it was essentially a redeveloped V8. In 2009, Jaguar launched a new V8 engine known as the AJ133. The engine block and heads were made of aluminum, the angle was 90 degrees, and the double overhead cam 4-valve breathing system remained intact. However, the rest of the engine was completely overhauled to meet modern standards, featuring direct injection and continuously variable intake and exhaust camshaft timing. The naturally aspirated version had a variable length intake manifold, while the supercharged engines had a twin-screw blower. Only one engine displacement of 5 liters was used and placed in 30 different models from Jaguar and Land Rover. The 5-liter engine was too much for most entry-level models, so a 6-cylinder had to be developed. This was done by converting a V8 engine, similar to what Buick did decades ago. A 90-degree V6 has a slightly lower center of gravity and more space for an optimal intake system, but requires more effort to balance. The Jaguar AJ126 was equipped with split crankpins to offset timing for optimal firing intervals and a counter-rotating balance shaft for added smoothness. However, it had one unique feature compared to other V8 source 6-cylinders. Most conversions are made by simply cutting off cylinders, but not this time. The engine block was nearly identical, with only 2 blanked-out cylinders at the rear. The block length remained the same, the crankshaft length was the same, only the heads were shortened. The cylinder specifications of 92.5 by 93 mm would have resulted in a 3.8-liter engine, but engineers reduced the bore and stroke to 84.5 and 89 mm respectively to bring the displacement down to 3 liters. This engine is equipped with a deep skirt block and structural windage tray, as well as a heavily ripped sump, which enhances overall rigidity. The 6-cylinder is supercharged and must endure internal pressures of at least 1.75 to 1.9 bar, delivering up to 400 horsepower in its most powerful iteration. By utilizing the same engine block, the company was able to save on development costs, as they did not have to substantially redesign the basic architecture. Additionally, production costs were reduced as tooling and engineering accessories were shared as well. No need to rethink the engine and car mounting locations and other small details. Although the company did save some money, it cannot be compared to an engine with truncated cylinders. The block length remained unchanged, and the crankshaft was just as long, only the engine heads were shortened. The spare conrod roller was used to add additional crankshaft weight, and because the block was the same, the crankshaft ran on 5 main bearings instead of the typical 4 for a 6-cylinder engine. This contributes to a smoother engine operation but also increases friction and weight. The additional material in these parts resulted in an excessive weight on the power plant, possibly adding 50 pounds or 23 kilograms. Shortening the engine and moving it closer to the center of the car generally improves handling performance and can be felt by the driver. However, Jaguar opted for cost-cutting rather than prioritizing improved handling. Essentially, a V6 customer is not necessarily purchasing a small engine, but rather an engine with a small internal size. The production of the AJ126 engine continues for the United States market only, where it is used in the updated Jaguar F-Type. However, most models discontinued its use in 2020 as it was replaced by the turbo inline-6 AJ300 engine found in the Jaguar F-Pace and several Land Rover models. It is intriguing to see automakers such as Mercedes-Benz and Jaguar return to the inline-6 layout, which is a superior configuration for these applications. BMW provides evidence that a V6 can never be as refined and smooth. Despite this, the AJ126 remains one of the best-sounding V6 to date, a feature that the company can still be proud of.